An increasingly well-connected, well-supported and innovative supply chain is essential to maintain the competitiveness of the UK aerospace sector. Innovation in the supply chain is really important because the top-tier companies want an innovative and competitive supply chain to increase their output to meet forecast demand, and it's becoming clear that there are dramatic and quite significant changes on the horizon in manufacturing processes. It's really important that the supply chain can innovate to keep up with the global competition. The ATI is fully engaged in supporting the supply chain, firstly through NATEP, the National Aerospace Technology Exploitation Programme. That's a programme that's designed for companies who are taking their first steps into R&D. It's important to remember that there are over 120 SMEs involved in the ATI programme. Any company, big or small, can come forward to receive ATI support, and we're in a great position to facilitate collaboration between companies across the aerospace sector.
Census contributes to the UK aerospace sector as an SME by bringing harsh environment instrumentation for aero engines and airframes to bigger companies in the UK. Biggest challenges we have as a UK supply chain company are actually tied to our sector. It's a decade to get entry into service for any new technology. And we, as a startup aerospace business, do not have a portfolio of mature products. So we're starting it all from scratch. The ATI has been central to us making steps in this startup in aerospace. It's been impossible without the collaboration with national and international tier ones and aerospace giants.
Dunlop Aircraft Tyres is one of only 4 manufacturers of aircraft tyres globally. The support that we've got from ATI has allowed us to develop future generations of radial aircraft tyres, and listening to their strategy has allowed Dunlop Aircraft Tyres to reflect on its own strategy and provided the necessary backdrop and support to ensure that we invest for the longer term and for bigger future growth potential. Over the next 5 to 10 years, I believe we'll see the supply chains having to evolve to become more competitive. My advice for those companies which are looking at getting into the aerospace industry is to speak with the ATI to understand the barriers of entry and how those can be overcome with the support of the ATI.
Advanced Aerospace Assembly is a new company providing augmented reality type equipment to make efficiency gains in aerospace manufacturing processes. The UK aerospace supply chain is really innovative. I think that's what stands us above other countries or other nations. Over the next 5 to 10 years, I think the UK aerospace supply chain will have to adopt new technologies. I think it'll have to become more competitive. Innovation in aerospace, I believe, will come from SMEs, catapults, the universities. So a really successful UK aerospace industry will come from a really connected and committed UK aerospace supply chain.
Hado contributes to the UK aerospace sector by developing novel materials based on nanofiller particles. I believe the key strengths of the UK supply chain for aerospace are innovation and skills. With the support of NATEP through the ATI, it's enabled us to connect with the aerospace primes such as Airbus and with the supply chain such as GKN and BAE Systems. And that's helped us to investigate their requirements and then tailor our materials to meet their requirements. The NATEP support's been invaluable in helping us through the proposals process and through managing the projects to completion.
I see the supply chain evolving rapidly over the next decade or two. The SMEs in the UK now are really starting to drive innovation, and I see the timescales to moving this forward into the commercial sectors being accelerated.
The ATI has been key in helping us to develop relationships with the aerospace primes and engage with the supply chain. For companies looking to enter the UK aerospace supply chain, I would go and speak to the ATI first.
The UK supply chain is absolutely critical to Rolls-Royce in terms of its operation in the UK. What Rolls-Royce is really looking for its supply chain within the UK is innovation, novelty and great capabilities. The ATI has really helped form some of these strategic alliances that we have with both partners and also subcontractors. By 2030, we foresee twice as many aircraft being in the sky than there are today, and that has some major implications. Cost, safety, quality and getting it right first time are absolutely critical. Accordingly, automation is absolutely going to be critical in the next 5 to 10 years. We are moving, like many other organisations, into electrification, not only in avionics, but also in propulsion. So the UK needs a responsive and capable and creative supply chain. RollsRoyce really encourages UK suppliers to get involved in research and technology programmes. This can be done through the ATI, this can be done through Innovate UK open calls, but also coming direct to primes such as Rolls-Royce. We've seen some great success in this area.
There are other support initiatives available to the supply chain, such as supply chains for the 21st century, as well as sharing and growth. The ATI is here to support the UK aerospace sector, and that includes the supply chain. So if you're a UK supplier and you have an innovative idea, please come and speak to the ATI.